Well, hello and welcome, welcome and hello and hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Poco, Moss, the show where we give you just a little bit more. It is November 1st, 2023. It's 12:48 p.m. We have about 12 minutes left in the trading day out here in beautiful sunny Los Angeles. It's Hump Day and I'm your head hump, DannyDealz. Hello and welcome. Welcome and hello. And guys, if the day ends in a Y, we are going to talk about the Sofi stock. Nobody's here right now, so not a lurker. First in line. Hello and welcome, guys. The Sofi stock just went green. Here's the chart, guys. It's exactly what I told you. Here are my three levels that the stock was supposed to break down this week. We briefly exceeded the second green line here at 777. We knocked on the door again today and were rejected, but that's not to worry because why? Because there has been a massive, massive amount of borrowing of shares, and that's the only thing that's kept this stock from going absolutely bananas, as Ashley Simpson would say. Banana, B-A-N. I don't know what that song. I can't remember. But anyway, guys, I just want to go over with you. Um, how does this growth work? How does this compound growth work? Why is a growth stock that is performing so reliably, um, such as SoFi, why does that carry such a premium value? Why is SoFi, should it be valued at better multiples than all these other fintech stocks? Why it's absurd to just value it as a bank and put no value on Galileo. I was reading some comment earlier. It's like, at the present valuation, you're either putting no value on Galileo or you're putting no value on the bank because Galileo is showing a lot of promise. I know we haven't seen those home run contracts land just yet, but I think it could be only a quarter or two away. What's up, Yukeko? How's it going? Tim Rio on a plane bound for Boston. What's going on? Out to Beantown. Good to see you, Tim Rio. Thanks for listening on that plane. The wonders of modern technology. I can't even get my toaster oven to work, and Tim Rio is listening to the broadcast on a plane. What a wonderful age we live in. It seems like jet travel just came onto the scene. I was a young boy. Oh, it was the early 50s. What a time. What a time. Um, in any case, guys, here's what I want to just show you. I'm going to keep this one brief. I know I always say that, but guys, net borrowed change. This is really kind of the key metric to how they control the stock. I've said for years, two things control it: the volume and the borrowing. That's how they control the stock. They turn on and off the volume. You can call it collusion, you can call it whatever you want, but it is what it is, guys. Today, net borrowed change 3.64 million. And do you want a little quinky dink? What's the volume? I bet it's about 36 million. Oh, it's exactly 36 million because they put their turd phasers on stun and they're fucking shorting 10% of the churn to hold the stock here to try to kill these stupid options. And if you go on over to maximum-pain.com, it's not maximum-pain.com, it's maximum-pain.com. Well, Google it, look it up, turds. I'm not your mother. So Max Pain right now they have it $7. I know it's not exactly there. You can see the graphical representations of the calls and the puts. And guys, there's usually the calls far exceed the puts because people are morons and they don't understand around earnings is when you might hedge. But in any case, guys, that's a lot more puts than we normally see. Again, this is another representation of the volume of the options, and then this shows the Max Pain chart. Max Pain is between 7 and 8 if you actually do the math. Looking at it on a cash basis, yeah, it's a lot closer to 750 than it is to 650. Um, so I don't know what max pain is. If I tried to calculate it using some formulas that I've been, told, it takes me a long time and I never get the exact same thing, but I'm going to say max pain is somewhere around $7.30. Which would generally, be a huge magnet for the price action. The problem for the shorts in this instance was that the ER just came in a lot hotter than they expected. I don't think I think basically the shorts thought the worst case scenario was that they would have growth in deposits and members slightly below Q2. I thought, there's deposits are shrinking, savings rates are shrinking. There's just no way SoFi is going to grow this quickly. If I was a stupid, dumb, poopy face short, that's probably how I would have been thinking. But that's not what Anthony Noto was thinking. Anthony Noto says, say hello to my little friend. And he dropped an ER on us, guys. He just dropped it. Just mic drop. Boom. Adjusted EBITDA. I'm out. And Noto dropped the mic and he left, guys. SoFi stock up 2 cents. We got 6 minutes left in the trading day. Um, Guys, one of the ways I want you to think about a growth stock is like if you're a saver, think about it like compounding interest. How does it grow? What the key is not just what you're putting in there. The key is the interest keeps growing on itself. So these member ads, these deposit ads, they're cumulative. So if you're growing, listen to these numbers, guys. You might think I'm making these up, but I'm not. Members grew 11.5% just last quarter. Okay? Does that and they talk about decelerating growth. I mean, the Chia Pet out with those absurd notes. What a drip. What a drip. Okay, deposits, guys. Listen to this number. Just listen to it. It's got such a ring to it. It's snappy. Guys, I haven't heard this one. We're the Oneaters. But guys, deposits grew 23% just in Q3. I'm not talking about some like year over year growth. I'm talking the deposits themselves grew 23% just in Q3. And that's a key number. Deposits drive profits. Deposits allow SoFi to fund loans cheaper, and they funded I believe it was the majority of their loans in house from deposits. And touchdown Danny Dolev from Mizuho, he did the math on how each $1 billion of new deposits allows them to add like I think it was $700 million in new loan originations just from those deposits. So when people like the Chia Pet or Morgan Stanley or whomever come out and say like, look, we're worried about, whatever SoFi's doing, they're worried about. If SoFi's not selling loans, they're worried about that. If SoFi is selling loans, they're worried about the structure of those deals. If SoFi is growing at a certain rate, they're worried about that. If SoFi is growing too fast, they're worried about that. But it's like, SoFi has no liquidity problems. SoFi has no cash problem. They have plenty of cash. They have deposits flowing in so fast that, they're becoming so selective on the loans that they're willing to make. I think we're going to start to see, deposits start to, and that's a problem too. You don't want too many deposits where you're just paying interest and you don't know what to do with the money. But I mean, realistically, that's not going to happen. They can make more loans. They can do different things with that money. They can even reinvest the money. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I don't want the deposits to slow down. I want them to accelerate. Guys, net revenue up 27% year over year on a GAAP or adjusted basis. Okay, it's just the narrative that deposits are going to go down or that anything's going to go down. Deposit rates are declining. Consumer debt is increasing. The credit utilization is increasing, but not at SoFi. SoFi's defaults were like 3.4. They were still below pre-COVID levels, still below what SoFi was planning for, and they were able to make deals to sell loans at favorable rates, at least according to what I can discern. Let's see if anybody's here with us today. Ukeko, we saw them. Manager, hello, manager. Good to see you again. Beach Boy, not a lurker. Beach Boy, JJ Omega. What's up? If I make one, I'll give it to you for free. But I can't spend my whole life making free T-shirts, guys. I do have important things to do, tea parties and all kinds of stuff like that. Bobby Joe, good afternoon. Cash Scared Puts, let's go. Ha ha ha. Hello, what's up, David Harris? Good to see you, DH, the designated hitter here on the SoFi chat. Guys, we're just about to finish up. We got 2 minutes left in the day, but a couple of articles, just a couple of things I want to go over. Does that growth that we talk about there, 23% deposit growth that last quarter? Hold on one sec, guys. I have to let somebody in. I'll be right back with you. Wait, I don't think you can hear me. There we go. Hey, I was talking about how my associate just came in with some fresh parking meters. We got a new chisel. We're going to break them open. This economy has been hitting me very hard, these interest rates, but at my age, it's exhausting to break into these parking meters. No, folks, that was from a Johnny Depp movie. We're not actually stealing parking meters. We're stealing money from these short-weighing turds. But guys, couple articles very, very quickly. Short interest today. You see it. Look at yesterday. I don't know if this could be accurate, but Ortex is saying yesterday in like the 24-hour period, counting all like the later dark pool and after hours bullshit, that there was like 15 million shares borrowed yesterday. They're saying another 6 million shares borrowed today. I don't know if that is even possible. It doesn't seem possible because the cumulative totals don't reflect that, but that might come in tomorrow. This might come in really, really hot, guys. If you look at just the last 2 weeks, you can see that the shares on loan have increased 31% in the last 2 weeks, from 84 million to 11 million. Cost to borrow is up 5.4%. Utilization, guys, this is a very key number because this is something they can actually measure somewhat accurately. Utilization is up 31% in the last 2 weeks. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to accuse you of stealing parking meters. I was just joking. Short score, guys, up 6% in the last 2 weeks. That's the highest utilization and short score I've seen on SoFi in a long time, like since back in this area. This is extraordinary because what are they shorting? What are they hoping for? A war, a famine, an alien invasion, an asteroid hitting the Earth? Um, yeah, reminds me of vacation when Rusty is talking to his cousin out in like cousin Eddie's kid. He's like, "You got Space Invaders?" It's like, "No." "You got Pac-Man?" "No." "You got asteroids?" "No." "But my dad does. Sometimes you can't even sit down on the toilet." It's like, he goes, "What do you guys?" Like, "I got a stack of nudie books this high." He's like, Rusty's eyes light up. In any case, guys, I digress. Vacation, the first one. What a classic. But looking at these articles, guys, on what is this? Seeking Alpha, which is one of the sites I really like their authors. The Asian investor, very smart guy. Just going to go over the headlines because this basically, I've been digesting the ER and this guy is probably a lot smarter than me. So it's easy. This pretty much goes along with my thinking as I read this and I just become more and more bullish. They added 717,000 new customers in the third quarter. Account growth rates accelerated. SoFi guidance saw a surge in adjusted EBITDA in Q3 and raised guidance. Student loan originations are soaring. GAAP profitability is expected in Q4. Shares are attractively valued and the risk profile is skewed to the upside. People keep saying SoFi is overvalued and the multiples are wrong. I highly encourage you to read this article if you actually believe that. It's November 1st, 2023 in Seeking Alpha. I get nothing from Seeking Alpha. I pay full price mainly because I love Steve. I'm the big Steve Fiorio fanboy here on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. But I hope he comes out with a new article after earnings because I really do like his articles. He's so data driven. That's one of the reasons I like SoFi Weekly, like Future Investing, because Steve and Tanner just really get inside the numbers and they know their numbers like inside out. You're not going to accuse them of bullshitting or not having data because they'll shove a chart right up your sphincter. No lube, if you know what I mean. SoFi Technologies delivered one impressive earnings sheet for the third quarter, and I'm just going to hit the headlines, guys. The previous rating, he was a hold in August, but given the strength of customer growth, I believe the Fintech is on track to deliver outstanding results for several years. Top line account adjusted EBITDA growth, the re-acceleration of account growth in the third quarter was unexpected and attest to the strength of SoFi's ecosystem. I believe shares are now much more reasonably valued for long-term investors. Strong earnings sheet, 3-cent loss per share. He expected 9 cents. GAAP was 29. There was the one-time adjustment. Really nothing to worry about. Truly impressive customer growth. SoFi's customer growth in the third quarter absolutely totally crushed it. 717,000 new customers, obviously a record, 11.5%. And that's what I mean, guys, by how interest is compounding. This growth is compounding. The deposits are so everything you got on the last quarter, so that's why the company's going to outgrow this stock-based compensation. That's why they're going to outgrow all these issues, and the increases in EBITDA margins are eventually going to lead to GAAP net profits, larger and larger GAAP net profits, and larger GAAP net profit margins. You just have to look. They keep increasing the results, and all these little one-time things, all these charges, all this stuff that matters now. In a few years, guys, the company is growing so fast, it's going to grow so much that these are going to be much less as ratios, these expenses. So just don't worry too much about it. It's not a big deal. I'm trying to see my security camera at home is going nuts. What's going on here? Sorry, guys, just got to see, make sure the old house is okay. In any case, guys, I'll take a look at that. But the main thing to keep your eye on, guys, is the growth story. I mean, that's what you're really paying for with a growth stock. And everything was looking a little bit shaky. I talked a lot about that EBITDA plateau where we were stuck. We were stuck around that 70 million mark for 3 quarters. And I didn't like it any more than you did, but I'm sticking with management. They're saying, we're retooling the tech side to basically, you know, land bigger clients with bigger profit margins that have existing customers instead of all these little penny ante clients that, we've been adding here. And then, there's so many good things happening, but it just takes time. And then the conditions have been so challenging that this ER is all the more remarkable. People are saying the bad macro is like a detraction from SoFi. I'm saying to accomplish this with the bad macro, they should get down and kiss management's feet, kiss their, whatever the case may be. But management is just absolutely crushing it. And, I whine more about stock-based compensation. I'm the biggest Karen on YouTube. I am the biggest Karen on YouTube, and you guys know that, and that's why you love me. But in any case, it's basically like, sorry guys, I'm trying to run like 5 different things on my phone while I'm talking to you. So if my mind is a little bit all over the place, it's just my ADD showing. Undiagnosed, of course, self-diagnosed, but let's face it, it's under there. Guys, just as impressive was the fact, and this is what we're talking about, the re-acceleration of the growth story. The growth rate in new accounts soared 47% year over year in Q3 2023 and was 3 higher than the previous quarter. Because of the massive growth in accounts, I am upgrading my year-end customer total estimate from around 7 million, which was already reached, to 7.5 to 7.6. I think there's absolutely no reason in Q4 we won't add more members than we just did. I think he's totally wrong. I think, we can easily add 900,000 members next quarter. I think it's possible we could add 1 million. But again, people think I'm crazy. People thought I was crazy when I said 3 billion in new deposits this quarter. But who's crying now? I don't know how that song goes. Anyway, guys, let's see. Anybody here? Anybody here? What do you know? What do you say? To quote Polly Walnuts. Good afternoon, Botbeck. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Ha ha ha, I already read that. Mr. Dealz, thank you for your service. Absolutely, Hockey Rink. Good to see you back. Yeah, I just like talking it out, guys. I'm going to keep this one short, actually. Good day to you, sir, PYOND. Versus the tennis clips. Bears are so stupid. I completely agree with you. Galileo could very well be worth more than SoFi, the bank. Galileo, if they get where they're trying to go, is going to be worth more than SoFi, the bank. They'll spin that company off and they'll make us all rich as sin. We are going to be swimming around in gold coins like Scrooge McDuck. The problem is when you do that, you break your teeth because gold is not water and it is very unforgiving. And if you dive face first into a gold vault, you're going to need all that money for reconstructive surgery on that ugly grill of yours. But the good news is, with all that money, you're probably going to come out better looking than you started, you ugly fat bastard. I know, you shouldn't talk to your viewers that way. But, screw you guys. I'm going home. Let's see. Heirloom Cedar. You guys are talking to each other. Hello, welcome and hello, dude face, dude, star face. We're censoring you. We're not going to say ass face on this channel. We're going to keep it classy. So, guys, just let me get through the rest of this article before I start blah blahing about your comments, because you guys can talk to each other. You're good at that. Entertain each other. Talk amongst yourselves. Discuss. It's coffee talk. No big whoop. Um, that was a good bit with like Madonna and Barbara Streisand doing that coffee talk morning show from like Long Island. There's like they're all smoking. It's like, oh, his son beat him up. Student loans were by far the fastest growing origination category. Great news in the quarter. Grew faster than personal loans, which is really good. And personal loans grew very well also, and also home loans grew really well year over year. Which I think the student loans and the home loans were unexpected surprises and really really good bullish surprises. There were really no bearish surprises outside of the one-time charge, which, I don't know. People are saying that's for tech. I don't really care. I don't really care about a one-time non-cash charge. Get it off the books. Let's get forward and get that gap net profit next quarter, which is the whole goal. I've been telling you guys. LaPointe and Noto at their core, they're numbers guys, they're finance guys. They can make the quarters look like whatever they want. They can make, I was going to say they're going to make Q3 look bad to make Q4 look good, but they made Q3 look good so Q4 can look really, really good. Really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, I don't know why you keep asking me that. I can hear you. I do speak English and I'm awake. Um, anyway, guys, so if you look at personal loans, a percent change year over year plus 38%, which is amazing, to almost 4 billion. Is that? Oh my God. And then student loans were up 100% from 457 million to 919 million. Home loans from 216 to 355, 64% increase, aggregate 48% or total 48%. Um, so average loan balance, personal 24, student 44, and home 285. And one thing you note was that student loan credit scores are like 781. I mean, what a customer to bring in the door, because if you can cross sell those customers on other products, which they should be able to, those customers have even better bona fides than that's great when what was that movie where the daughter's talking to George Clooney. He's a singer and he's like, you ain't bona fide. It's a remake of the Odyssey or whatever it was, but they had that that country guy Man of Constant Sorrow, I think it was called. Anyway, guys, this article, SoFi keeps pushing up guidance yet again. EBITDA margin keeps growing. This is critical. EBITDA margin will be profit margin. You just have to scale your way out of these little pesky charges, again, such as stock-based compensation charges for acquisitions, things like that. So they raised guidance for the full year, adjusted net revenue up to 2.065 on the top end, 51 million raise at the midpoint of guidance, or 2.5%. SoFi's adjusted net revenue midpoint's gone up by 93 million, or about 4.7%. The real takeaway from SoFi's Q3 2023 earnings release was that the fintech's growth in accounts is translating into incremental growth in adjusted EBITDA, which has surged in the third quarter as well. SoFi generated 98 million in adjusted EBITDA on 513 million in revenues, which calculates an EBITDA margin of 18%, showing 2% increase compared to the prior quarter. Based off SoFi's new full-year outlook, fintech expects 1 percentage point expansion in its EBITDA margin in the near term. Look at the adjusted EBITDA going from 9 just beginning of 2022, 20, 44, plateaued at 70, 76, 77, and then exploded right in your face to $98 million, you bitches. As Dave Chappelle would say, SoFi's valuation relative. This is the key, guys. When they keep telling, read this part. If you're too stupid and you have too short an attention span to understand anything else, read this part. SoFi is expected to generate 34% top line growth, and then they say 24% next year, which is a Weasley bunch of bullshit. We're going to grow by 30% next year too, turds. Mark my words, turds. That almost rhymes. SoFi has a higher price to revenue ratio than other fintechs, but the multiplier has compressed significantly since August, and shares are now trading below the 1 year average price to sales ratio of 2.6, which is really low for a company growing this fast, about to make a profit with these types of margins. It's grossly low. SoFi's undervalued, turds. I mean, whichever way you slice it, you guys are stupid and SoFi is undervalued, and you guys are a bunch of smelly turds. Additionally, SoFi is a catalyst that PayPal doesn't, and they're talking about achieving GAAP net profitability. He expects the multiple to go from 2.6 to 4. He uses a 4 multiplier because SoFi's exceptional growth curve and potential for higher EBITDA margins as a student loan origination business gets a reboot as a justification for such a multiplier. And I couldn't agree more. I think that could go easily as high as 5 because it should be valued somewhere between a bank and a technology company. And no bank's growing at 30% on the top line. In fact, they're shrinking because they're a bunch of Weasley turds and they steal your money and give you a crappy deal and give you no interest and basically kick you in the nuts and send you off to die in the prairie. I'll send your women and children off to die in the prairie. Like, why is the villain in this Western with Robert Duvall and Kevin Costner, why is he Irish? I know it's not even the potato family. My family came over. It's like, you don't even have your freaking historical time references correct. Come on, TBS. Come on, Ted Turner. You should know better than that. Your popcorn kernel front tooth, you bastard. So looks like Ted Turner looks like he should have been a highway patrolman with that mustache. Bastard. Anyway, I like Ted Turner. I don't know. I don't really know much about Ted Turner. He's married to Jane Fonda. He owns a bunch of farmland. Atlanta Braves. Some bullshit. What's up, guys? What the hell are you guys talking about? I really don't care. What's up, Air Force Galileo Figaro Magnifico? I'm just a poor boy from a poor family, bearing his life. Blah 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 blah. Hurricane. What is your price prediction on SoFi realistically? It should run up to low tens pre next earnings between 950 and 1050, and then it's going to pop to 1375. Probably pull back to around 1250, 1275, and then it's up from there to float about the $13, $14 range, probably for the rest of the quarter, maybe as high as $15. There you go, manager, because you asked nicely. And we appreciate you here. Everybody seems to think you know a lot of stuff. So, Dude Ass Face, UB alumni, president accounted for. You guys are talking to each other. Tesla. Hey guys. Additionally, so they talk about the net profit, why that should tend to multiplier up. It's talking about risks, student loan origination, gap income trajectory. I don't really see these as risk. Management's all over this. Final thoughts. What an impressive earnings sheet SoFi presented for its third quarter. Earnings were much better than expected in a myriad of ways. Any analyst that uses myriad is okay with me. Get out the God, I can't even talk. Thesaurus. The thesaurus. My favorite dinosaur, the thesaurus, because it was so articulate and had such a big vocabulary. And it mostly ate plants, so it wasn't so scary for all the other dinosaurs. So far, the Fintech out its largest number of quarterly additions, 717. Again, we got that. He's just talking about the trajectory. Student loan originations also booming. The trajectory is very encouraging. Guys, what is the bear case? Defaults, the growth story, the macro affecting SoFi. They're just taking share from everywhere. They're bringing in extremely qualified student loan borrowers, going to put them on the wheel, going to cross-sell those country bumpkins some of our high-profit products and really just make profits from them for years and decades to come as we spin off free cash flow and sip margaritas or Mai Tais on some beach, beside some pool, some beach, somewhere. Maybe you want, maybe your version of paradise is a mountain cabin, not a beach. You suit yourself. Maybe you want to just get a nice Harley and ride around with the missus and see the country, see the open road. Maybe you're both a little bit overweight, but you should see them bikes now. They're like recliners. Get yourself a Honda Goldwing. They got radios. You can talk to the missus through a radio in your head. You got a microwave oven in the thing. Some of them you got a grill. Your missus can spin, rotate her seat around. You open your back luggage rack, you got a gas grill back there. You got 3,400 square feet of grilling space. You got 36,000 BTUs. You fat bastards. Maybe that's your dream. I don't know. Whatever it is, SoFi can get you there. Guys, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Let's get a final check on the short interest for the day. Let's see how many shares these fat bastards borrowed. 3.7 million net. And I bet that was like almost 10% of the goddamn churn if I know these bastards like I think I do. So yeah, 41 million. So very close, like 9.7%. Guys, the ER was a home run, and they're holding this thing down the best they can. Their puts are just not going to print, guys. The puts, I guess, were a hedge or whatever they were, but they just completely missed it. Shorts missed it, and they were shorting below these levels pre-ER, so they're really screwed, guys. And they just keep digging deeper and deeper and deeper every day, hoping to hold. I guess maybe their Hail Mary was that there would be an interest rate increase today and just crush the market, and maybe they could cover down the sixes before SoFi recovered. Because, guys, at the end of the day, results matter. And and this ER was outstanding, and it's a dumb stock to short coming into net profit. Um, JRP, Life and SoFi, who's JRP 7819. Welcome and hello and welcome. Seems like people know you. Adam DeMonico in the house. Adam, why do I feel that you should own a steakhouse, a very high end steakhouse somewhere? Hello, welcome to DeMonico's. Yes, I'm the owner. Of course, I'm the owner. We have some very nice lobsters tonight. Oh, that's a lovely frock you're wearing. Some very. I feel like Adam could just be a hell of a host. Maybe give some of his best customers like big tip. Oh, I have a Cuban cigar. Don't tell the government I have a Cuban. I don't know. I make up characters. Adam DeMonico. You're probably just a very normal person, unlike myself. But guys, yeah, you don't have to be a turd. We'll make an exception for you, JRP. I run a ramen shop. Okay, that's awesome. I love ramen. Um, yeah, what do you got? You got that egg you put in there, that sort of odd egg. Like what kind of broths you working with? Personally, I like that really spicy pork broth. Boy, oh boy, where's that ramen shop, Adam and Monaco? Hopefully, it's next door to my office, and I just somehow have missed it. Lo these many years, and I can just waft in the scent of that 3-day deep pork bone broth and just make it so spicy. A fat man will perspire even after a nice cold shower. Adam, he knows how to do it. I'm not sure how exactly you make that ramen broth, but is it umami? Call your mommy. So, guys, I got to get off this live stream. I really didn't have that much to say in the first place, and I have managed to Michigan. Cool. I have. Is Michigan for lovers, or Michigan the land of 1,000 lakes, or people who want to make love in a lake, people who want to skinny dip? I'm not sure. Spicy miso, yeah, the spicy miso I like too, but I just love that pork broth. It's so unctuous. Adam knows what I'm talking about. It's unctuous. It's delicious, but it's unctuous. I don't really know what that means, but people say that. Yeah, I want it to go up a lot, as face. Let's see. Aim for 100,000 shares. I'm aiming a lot higher than that, guys. I'm gonna sell my shares for $10 million and not a penny less. Or you can pry them from my cold, dead, fat hand. In any case, um, who else is here? Landed. Thanks for you. No problem. You didn't even have to pay for that little direct TV thing. They did the $20. Tim Rio, I'm definitely wanting to take a vacation soon. So, you big, important business traveler, throw me a few miles. Throw me a few frequent flyer miles. Give me a little discount. I like to get business class. I'm too big for those damn little seats. Like, who are these seats made for? Like 3-year-olds? Don't they notice people are a bit on the portly side these days? Bit generous proportions. Have they been down south, folks? I like udon more. Yeah, I mean, udon is delicious, generally more of a clear broth, but I personally can do the ramen with that unctuous broth. It's so unctuous. What's up, Mopar for life? Working that 5.7 Trailhawk. Hey, he's only got 12 points on his record. He'll still race you for pinks. Oh, it's a Tesla. Oh, it's a plat. No, no. You gonna put that Trailhawk away, Mopar? No, I'm just messing with him. I'm a 5.7 man myself, but I'm a Chevy 5.7 man. I currently also have a couple of 5.3s, unfortunately, because they haven't been making the 5.7 for many, many years, unless you buy like a work truck. They had put some of them in there. Now they've been putting for years the 6.0 in there. But you guys know that. You guys know your GM crate motors better than I do. What's up, Hybrid Duncan? He's here in one of his forms. Ooh, duck ramen and faux broth. My duck ramen is my faux. Ah, his faux. I see. So that's a lighter. Yeah, faux is your friend. My dear Princess J, who is absolutely amazing, by the way, and my favorite person in the world. And just what a wonder and what a graceful, beautiful woman. Just for putting up with me, all day, every day. It's unbelievable. Oh, it's a 6.4. Hey now, 6.4 Hemi. Hey now. I was confused because on your other um picture it actually said 5.7, but maybe it was like a different car. I don't know. It was another guy with stole your avatar. So anyway, I did sell some cover calls and SoFi promptly closed it, pocketing some nice moolah. Tomorrow if it goes, rinse and repeat. Yep. Manager's on it, guys. See, he's one of these guys that's just printing money. He's doing, pretty safe things. And I tell you guys, don't play options because you're too stupid, but actually you're not. You just have to be disciplined, have a system, go over, have a manager, buy you a beer or a near beer if you can't hold your liquor, and have him explain how to roll these options and just make easy free money day after day of your life, the days of our lives, like the sands of the hourglass, turds. So are the days of our lives. Let's get a post market price check, and then I will let you turds go on about your day. We're down 1 cent, so we're up 3 cents. We're down 1 cent, pretty much. Where it's pretty much just holding to keep 750 calls worthless at this point, because yeah, to get my set, I have to get up to like seven. I think it's 777 or something to break even, something like that. But anyway, guys, yeah, no, I know, ass dude face. I'm with you. Like we all want to get our level, and we all want to get our entry point, and it's like okay, we kind of all want the stock to go up too. So, um, 13, whew, 1,300 contracts every day. Yikes! On SoFi or just in general? What are you guys doing? You guys are big timing me. You're big leaguing me. You guys probably have lights that aren't like $10 on eBay. You guys probably have a paper towel you could de-shine your forehead. Anyway, puts for 11:30. So end of November, 650, 27K. Watch for hammer down. Friday, he's got that Air Force money. Probably a fat pension. I'm guessing he was like maybe a lieutenant colonel, lieutenant general. I'm not sure. Some type of lieutenant, maybe a bad lieutenant, a la Harvey Keitel. Manager has the cojones to do that, not me. Bok bok, yeah, dude. I just don't have like the mental energy to just worry about it. Like I used to day trade and flip some houses. I made money the hard way, guys. Now I'm just make money the easy way. I just do easy, stupid, middle-aged fat people stuff and just let the money roll in. What do I go around eating gravel to help me digest? Who am I, Adam Sandler? Remember when he sang that weird song about he was in love with a chicken? It was on like I think it was a Larry Sanders show on HBO. Very random memories, guys. But anyway, if anyone has anything else to say, please continue to chat away at each other as long as you care to. I'm going to end this stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, on your hump day, it's your head hump, DannyDealz, coming right at you, talking about SoFi stock, ticker symbol SOFI, basically flat on the day, sitting after hours at 7.56. Had good volume today. That's the kind of volume you want. 41 million shares. There were some big orders coming in. There were some variants. I think pre-market there was like a 378,000 share order or something. So maybe that was Aunt Kathy. We'll see that later today. Let's see who that was. Rock on. Thanks, Robert Grubbs. I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else, but I'll air guitar with you a little bit later after we get off the air. Guys, it's a SoFi stock. It's DannyDealz. It's Un, Poco, Moss, where we give you just a little bit more. Thanks for joining us. Come back and see us again real soon. You guys have a great and safe afternoon. Hope you had a good Halloween, and we will talk to you soon. And as, what was that guy? McLaughlin, he used to do that news show. He's like, bye-bye.